Hello, my Star Atlas family. It's me, the Metaverse Explorer, back to update you on what's happening in the Star Atlas Metaverse. So we have another roadmap report. This one has come. We've got some new things that we need to discuss, and I found something super interesting on the statistics when you look at Star Atlas. And then after that, we'll also have a look at what the current sentiment is, because sentiment at the moment is not very good for Star Atlas. There are a lot of people who are starting to just sell their ships out because there are so many other games in Solana that are actually producing something. So let's say Step N, and I'm specifically talking about Barndog. He's a Solana specific gaming content creator, and him and his group and a few other people are just selling everything out of Star Atlas and going over to Step N, where it is a move to earn game where people are actually making a shit ton of money on that game. So it's very interesting to see what the sentiment change is like. So just to gauge sentiment, I'm just going to do a YouTube search for Star Atlas and see what it actually looks like, what people are saying at the moment. So let's get started. Thank you very much for watching. And welcome back. We have the Star Atlas Recollection of the Past, Star Atlas Roadmap Scan number 3. This is another in the chronicle of stories following Agent Wen. He's called Wen because everyone always asks when this, when that, right? So it chronicles him, a few other people, his adventures, and he gives it, it kind of details the roadmap and what the new updates are with Star Atlas. So I'm not going to spoil the whole story for you because I spoiled it one time and I didn't feel good about it. So feel free to read this story. It involves an AI ship voice that interrupts you and is kind of annoying a lot. So I'm not going to spoil the story for you, but for now, let's just go all the way down to the actual showroom. The first update is the showroom. Pride and joy of ATMTA, which is Automata Industries. So they're trying to show you what the Unreal Engine 5 world looks like that they're trying to build at the moment. And we saw something before, and I'm going to show it to you here, the historical roadmap. Back in, I think 5, yeah, back in historical roadmap March 4th, which is nearly a month ago, we started seeing them building this little thing here, right? This little hand sculpture. Now, that has now come up into the actual showroom, and there we have it. I don't know if you can see it, but that is it over there. There are two of them bilaterally on the other side of the stairs. And this is what the showroom currently looks like. They're trying to, so there's a few things we can look at here. The first thing is the actual, is the ceiling. They probably had to program this and put this in somehow because we haven't seen a nighttime shot of this yet, apart from the little train that we saw before, right? So this looks at it at nighttime, and the lighting looks great. It's got that clean look about it. And it's got that little, the hand sculpture coming out in front. The hand sculpture itself is pretty nice. I was hoping that it would be a moving hand sculpture. So I was hoping that they could just stand still and take a video of this and just look at the hands move. And just look at the hands move just like that. And then the ball is on top of it. And then you can walk between these two. Now, that is something I really, really want to see. If that was a DAO vote, I would absolutely vote for that to happen. If they could spend an extra 2 days just animating that, maybe, I don't know, 1 week. I don't know. I'm not a graphic designer, but this is what it looks like, right? And you can see a moon in the background there, which is cool. And you can see this ship. I'm not sure what this ship is. Do you guys recognize this ship at all? It looks like it's got some kind of giant thing on the right, going through it. But I think that's definitely a ship because it's got an antenna on top of it, and it looks like it looks like a boat at the bottom here. I don't know what it is. I've never seen it before, to be honest. So that's that. Call it Night Skies over the showroom. Unreal Engine 5 enabled metaverse. That's it for the showroom. Let's look for the second update that they give us, and you can scan through these and look for the bold lettering, which is right here. Second update is a Galactic Marketplace, and now they did say some stuff about the Galactic Marketplace. Exciting updates! Exclamation mark, quotation mark. Let's have a look. As soon as the console finished his refined sales pitch, 5 simple words appeared in the algorithm. Atlas staking program building started. Now, what does that actually mean? So Atlas staking program, we know that very soon you might be able to stake your Atlas, not Polis, stake your Atlas at the marketplace for you to accrue some kind of reward some benefit for you to stake. Otherwise, there's no point staking it, right? So what does that mean? It's building started. Where does that actually look like? So we know from our kind of guide and legend, we know that building is just before it actually goes live. So they've done the planning, they've thought about it, the discovery, they've prototyped it, and now they've actually started building it. So this is when the prototypes have been validated, the teams are aligned on all aspects, the user interface team will create the high fidelity designs, and engineers will implement them with game loops in mind. So they've only started building this. So how long does that really take to come out? That means they finish auditing it, right? That means they're just making it a really nice user interface for you to interact with. I would give it 2 weeks, maybe 1 month, give or take. That's my estimation. I have no background in development work as well. So I want you to tell me right now in the comments what how long do you think until we get the actual marketplace, right? Maybe at the end of the next update, we might get the Atlas staking program. So that's that about the Atlas staking. I'm excited for it. I really want to know what the actual benefit of it will be. Will you get an ROI? In which case, it just means there's more Atlas coming into circulation. No, I think it should actually mean discounts. It should give you discounts off the trading fees on the Star Atlas MetaVerse. Because if you're always buying fuel, you're always selling your resources that you go and mine, then you need, and if you're staking Atlas, you should get some kind of benefit, right? They should have some kind of market company. Like in the Guild Wars 2, they have the Black Lion company, and I'm sure in other games they have the marketplaces that is a company themselves. And so they say, if you like the company's token, which is like kind of Atlas, if you give us a little bit, kind of like a small bank account, you get a small discount. I want to see that sort of stuff. The third update is the system polishing. So most onboard computers are programmed to avoid interrupting conversation, but this is one seem to actively seek it out. Sorry, they're talking about the program. So for this, they're talking about a bug fix that they actually came up with. Not came up with, it just happened and then they found it. So what actually happened is the marketplace orders in the marketplace, right, placed with 3 decimal places of precision appear to be successful when they're actually not. So this is something not cool. Like I think, as far as I know, you could only put 2 decimal places, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong on this. But so they're saying that when you try and put 3 decimal places to buy an item, it looked like it went through in the transaction, looked like it went through, but it actually probably didn't. Transaction didn't go through and didn't broadcast to the blockchain. And so it wasn't included in the closed limit order book. So they say they're working on that. It's a bug fix. They found it and now they're fixing it. Features, they've got cookie enhancements and Taurus wallet integration. I personally don't use Taurus wallet myself, but hey, the more wallets, the more inclusive you can get other people, right? Let's look ahead for the 4th update, which is Scream, one of the ATMTA's hottest products. They haven't given us anything concrete at the moment, but they say like, yeah, prioritizes this closed loop gameplay, sure. After what almost seemed like an eternity around, is that we are on week 3 of the prototyping of the Scream, while also onboarding a senior director of economy. So they're on 3rd week of prototyping Scream. Now let's go back here and look. So they're still prototyping on Scream. They haven't got to building. So the marketplace is a lot further than the actual than the Scream, right? So they've got to finish their prototyping phase before they go to building, and then they actually go live. So Scream is still a while away. I would say at least 3 months, maybe 4 months, maybe 5 months if we're lucky. We'll have a look, because the way they want Scream to come out, it'll be WebGL. So it'll be interactive on the website that you're playing with at the moment. So yeah, it'll take a while. They've got to do all the nice effects and all the blockchain behind this thing. I think that will take still months. We're still months away, guys. And what else was there? The 5th update was the Polis DAO. Those interested in exercising power will be able to submit proposals and exercise voting rights on the public submissions. We already know this. We already know what a DAO is, right? Additionally, once deployed, those wielding Polis power will be allowed to engage in a variety of contracts in line with their political resolve, both short and long term. So what I'm thinking is this will be like DAO focused, right? This will be, not DAO focused. This will be faction focused. So we might actually have 3. We might have one overarching DAO structure in realms, in Tribeca, sorry. And then within the Uster or Oni faction, we might have individual instructions, on-chain instructions that people can vote on, like send this amount or implement this tax or something like that, both short and long term, and earn in-game yield along with curve based on the maturity of stake. So what that means is basically you're going to be putting your Polis in there into whichever contract you want, and then you'll be emitted some rewards based on your locking period. So usually locking periods are about 1 month, maybe 3 months, 6 months, and then 9 months, 12 months, maybe 3 years, then 5 years, something like that. Then super long term. Some of them are super long term. What is interesting here is they say that reward algorithm details are complete. The reward algorithm details are complete. So right now they know how much you're going to be getting as a ROI based on how much you've staked and how long you've staked it for. So they know that now, right? That's super important. And I hope they're able to release this beforehand so we can at least calculate what is in the best interest of the player, myself, to stake. Should I stake for 6 months? Do I stake a quarter of my stack for 3 months because I expect the price to do this? I expect this to happen at 3 months. All this sort of stuff. I need as much time as I can to try and make plans accordingly. And that's about it, guys. They haven't posted much else here. You can read, they give you all the other, this is at the end of it, they give you a small breakdown of what's actually, what the new changes are. So alpha quality is in progress for all art-related disciplines. UX is locked. We're working on the title screen, in-game menu, and fast travel mockups. And that's for the project Showroom, right? So they've finished the save and load that I remember last time. So they're working now on the title screen, in-game menu, and the fast travel mockup. So that's cool. So that every game you play has different sections to it. The title screen, you click load, you click continue, you click save, you click all of this sort of stuff. And the engineering department is working on the wallet and flow. We're going to be working on some extra stuff. There's too much. There's a lot of stuff we can go in here, but that's okay. The core user flow. They're on the 4th week of prototyping core user flow. I'm not an expert in this, but 4 weeks is like a long time to just prototype the user flow. There's a lot of other stuff that you might be interested in. Maybe 2 weeks is a good time for the user flow, right? Wow, what the hell do I know? What the hell do I know, right? I want to move on. Let's go talk about the something I saw that I think is super, super interesting. I'm going to zoom out here so you can see. Maybe I'll put myself on the right, and then you'll be able to see what I'm talking about here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to take this over there. And then I'm going to move myself over there. Hey, hello. Now, I actually want to flip something. Give me a second. So that my thing's coming out from that side. Let me flip this. Rotate horizontal. Yeah. Hey, guys. I'm on this side of the screen now. Welcome. This is what I found. So in the club's website, you can see some of the asset charts, right? Sorry, I keep going on tangents. Before we get to the second thing I want to talk about, in the assets page, we can see where the assets are broken up into, right? So over here in the Polis holding by faction, I wanted to see who owns the most Polis, because they might have more voting power, right? Because the whole point of Polis is like the governance of the entire metaverse. And what I found was super interesting, right? Oysters own 23% of the voting power. Mud owns 30% and Oni nearly 46% of the voting power. Nearly 50% actually is owned by the Oni faction. So I want to know who are they? They're nearly at the 50% mark. If you own more than 50% of something, you'll be able to control all the voting that happens, because it doesn't matter if someone else votes. If you have 51%, that's the entire thing, right? Right? So we might be very close to some one faction actually taking over the entire voting process. And I don't know if this is like 100% accurate, but this is what voting is. This is what DAOs are. If someone has control, then all the on-chain, they can just put a proposal in for funds to move from this wallet to that wallet. And if they have the voting power, they can do this on-chain, right? So I'm slightly concerned about this. I want to know what DACs are that are in the Oni faction, right? Look over here, you can see 46% of the entire Polis holding is in Oni, 2.79 million. Oyster has 1.43 and Mud has 1.86. All the other items are pretty equal. Total Atlas by faction is pretty equal, 31, 36, 32. Inventory value, it seems like the mud actually have a higher amount of let's say, higher amount of value of your ships, of posters, of NFTs, that sort of stuff. They own 40%. But no, I don't really care about that. Though these things can change, right? What can't change is the Polis holding. Because this is the governance token, once you have your governance token, you don't sell it. You're interested in governance. You're not interested in the inventory value because you can sell your inventory value, no problem. And the Atlas, everyone just owns Atlas. That's okay. I'm concerned about the Polis holding. Okay, next thing. Let's look at the one of the ships that I saw that no one is buying at the moment, which is the Opal Bitboat. I thought this was one of the better looking party boats of Star Atlas Metaverse. Let's look at the charts. Let's even look at the weekly chart in USDC. There has been no volume. No one has bought the Opal Bitboat on the USDC market at all. And look at the Atlas market as well. Even in the week, there has also been zero volume. So no one is buying the Opal Bitboat. There hasn't been any appetite to buy these NFTs. And then this spurred me into my next topic, which at the moment I do some content together with Barndog, who's a Solana specific YouTuber. He does a lot of step-end stuff. So if you're interested in step-end, go have a look at him. He's very good. I wanted to do a small kind of pulse check. I just typed in Star Atlas into YouTube, right? And I want to see what the sentiment is, because everyone who types it, everyone who's interested in Star Atlas, they go to YouTube, they type in Star Atlas. That's the first thing they do, right? So, first view, 215k views. That is a lot of views. That's 250,000 views, right? Star Atlas, the epic space game that sells wishes and dreams. It sells wishes and dreams. That is a difficult title, right? And then space game of the future or scam. So this has been exposed to 215,000 views. That is a lot of fucking views, right? Next one is the Star Atlas trailer that's got 1 million. Star Atlas, the Solana scam that can make you millions. So even this, this I don't know how to feel about this, because I make Star Atlas content, right? I'm slightly affiliated with this game. If I stop making Star Atlas content, I'm pretty sure a lot of you will not watch my YouTube channel anymore. So it's very concerning to see this happening. So Star Atlas, the Solana scam that can make you millions. Okay, sure. I haven't watched this video, but we'll have a look at it. And then this is a recent video about 2 weeks ago that Star Atlas released at the, I think it was a games conference or a conference somewhere, I forget. And then another one, 29,000 views by the same guy, Obsidian Ant. He does that. He did Star Atlas, is this space game in trouble? And I'm going to watch his videos and I'm going to see his points and why he says, are we in trouble? And then the next one, warning, do not invest in Star Atlas. 20,000 views. I don't get anywhere near these views, right? I only get like 1,000 views per video, maybe 500 if I'm lucky, if I'm unlucky, maybe 2,000 if I get really lucky, right? And look at the next one, Star Atlas, no game, no game, no gain. So people are, what the hell is Star Atlas? Star Atlas, the next big thing or giant scam? Star Atlas, 30k ship sale flops. Oh man, and then, oh look, there's me. There's me. So, what does that tell you? Like all of these intros that we've just looked past, a lot of them are having very severe concerns that this is a scam. And of course, everyone who types in Star Atlas, these are the first videos they see. These are the first videos they see. Is it a scam? And that, of course, that scares away absolutely everyone who comes and watches this, who comes and finds Star Atlas content. So it's very concerning, I think. I don't know what's happening. People don't know game development takes a long ass time, or people are just have some information to say that, no, this is actually a scam. I'm going to look at Obsidian Ant and look at his channel and see, we've got, 286,000 subscribers. Man, well, it looks like he's very into space. Elite Dangerous, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, he's very good. He's interested in early space. It's very interesting, right? Okay, that's it for now. That's enough trolling. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate your time as always. Ciao for now.